Ice core. That was quite... Whoa, there's something at my door.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
That was terrible. Oh, gotta stretch. What's this? It's a book.
What's this? There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
IAW. Day 1. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. True to form, wait, what? Okay, that's day 4. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a tincture for a beloved nausea gravidarum. Gravidarum. I am sure she shall be pleased. I've never heard that word before in my life. I am sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. I planted seeds sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's law hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that I shall end this. P rho theta epsilon. 11. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th arcana. Archontic. Okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll figure it out. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. Okay. A dead language reveals the path, for thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I shall pour out my spirit. I shall pour out my spirit. Or I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognize the handwriting. Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
Stanley.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman?
What's on the table?
Quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I've felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there. What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny-looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
I shall not reveal myself to you. Definitely not.
Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
I was at Hobbs Barrow,
Oh?
but everything was different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow.
Yoda.
Eyes as black as pitch.
Not
It told me that my
Yoda.
father had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal. You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
Okay, I'm listening.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They say he lived inside Hobbs Barrow, hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet him. Goodbye.
See you soon.
No.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
Who are you?
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Curses. Curses.
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any further than it. I do not wish to.
Well, we can't get it out with any of that stuff.
That's a peculiar.
Alright, well, let's leave, I guess. We're probably gonna be done very soon, though.
Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow
What's going
and
on
find
over
out
here?
where this journal came from.
What's going on over here?
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's cabbage? Oh, it's market day. I forgot about market day. Let's go check the alley and see if our stuff is still
Perhaps
intact.
I have something in here that could help me get the knife unstuck. No, there's nothing useful here.
The cat!
I don't wish to wake him up. It's Herbert, the local stray.
It's the cat. Alright, map time. Let's go here, I guess, and see if we can see if he's home.
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
Maybe we can chisel that thing off.
That is not coming off. I'm not sure what that would achieve.
Alright, apparently we're not getting in there. Okay. Are these things still wet?
It's dry. Mr. Shoulder must have dropped. It was rather rude of him not to come inside and see me. They're dry.
Alright. He's not there. He's not there anymore. He's apparently not guarding the door. Hey, what are you doing over here?
Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed. Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh, yes. A rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Oh, no cakes? We're not selling cakes today? Aww. Did I miss out on the cakes? Boo, earns. Okay, let's check my to-do list. Find out about the journal. Convince Mr. Biden to allow to explore Bewley and the surrounding area. Investigate local folklore. Okay. Cool. So we basically we have to talk to people. Talk to people. Nobody's in here. Alright. Still locked?
It's locked.
Still locked. Okay. I kind of expected it to be locked, but hey, what are you doing over here?
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye. My head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Yeah.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please go ahead.
Why did the screen go dark?
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
So she's over here? Where is she? Oh, I know where she is. She's over here. Oh no, we got a flashback. We're playing with her doll.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
I don't want to.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time.
But we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise.
Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
What a brat! What a brat. Yep, it's clear now. Well, I wasn't expecting this scene, but let's talk to this woman.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
You know, I figured this out. This was not a mystery to me.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hob's Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother was with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
Duh!
Take a look at this. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it. What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
Yep, I'm a wise woman, that's me.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts
Santa
precisely.
Claus.
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
Those nerds.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Miss Walker.
Now I'm gonna go in your house.
Shouldn't enter uninvited. What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see. What are those berries?
However,
I see.
Can I eat them? Wait, did that give me any info?
I have nothing else to...
See if there's any other things to click on. Nope. Alright, I guess we're leaving.
Miss Bateman,
Oh, of course.
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Yeah. And clarity is the path to inner peace. Don't forget that.
Thomasina! Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Man, I'm such a brat.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
As strong as an ox that isn't on a horse. It's as strong as an ox riding a horse.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now. Where did Mummy go?
She did the old switcheroo. The old switcheroo. She's like, go get your dolls. Bye. What am I doing?
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Drugs? Who's this guy? Oh, it's Arthur.
Arthur, you won't believe it.
Is he peeing?
The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes. Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
That's fine, Arthur. We'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
He doesn't seem to be in it. He doesn't seem to be with it. Maybe he used to be with it. But then it changed. Hey, it's this guy. Oh my god, the close-ups.
Hello, dear.
Good day.
It's Lord Pumpernickel.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes
I'm
me.
famous?
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman.
Oh, he's not
Now
Lord
that is someone
Pumpernickel.
who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina.
Why?
What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me. I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions. Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls.
It's disappointing.
I see one spot on which my eyes can rest. Be it a stone or a small corner of the current, I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet.
Awesomeness.
It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Okay.
What do you make of this stone?
That's creepy.
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
Bye, weirdo. What a weirdo. You played this game. You're on your second playthrough. Nice. This is first time I've ever played it. So far, so good. I will say I'm happy that everyone isn't a jerk in this game. There's some jerks, but not everyone's a jerk. I don't know what I'm doing now. I met the witch. Investigate folklore. Convince Brian to allow excavation. Okay, okay. Alright. Second with with dev commentary. Nice. That sounds cool. How's the dev commentary? It's good.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
I still don't have anything to pry out this stupid knife.
I can't see how that will...
You know? Still nothing to pry out this stupid knife. That's basically mine if I can take it out.
I don't need to use the... Perhaps I have something in here that could help me get the knife unstuck. No, there's nothing useful here.
There's the cat. There's the cat. Hubert. Alright, let's go to the church. I think there was something going on there, if I do recall. Oh, maybe not yet. Must be later. Alright, let's go to... here. Oh! We got another thing. Where are we going?
Mummy?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Burn it with fire. Hey, you're outside your house a little bit more.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I'll
stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
The answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging. No questions. I'm not interested.
But...
Off with you. No question. I'm not...
But...
Off with you.
Alright, I'm gonna rile up your goat. I'm gonna rile up your goat.
What a wild-looking thing.
I'm gonna show him this ding.
I should leave the goat alone.
Maybe he knows what this is. Let's show it to him. Show him the stone. Maybe it'll like...
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Ooh. Says
incredible.
calves.
A pair.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe.
It says calves.
Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hob's Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
My brain
I don't suppose
is
you can
now...
spare any labour to help me with the dig.
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
My brain's
like that. I finally had permission to excavate Hob's Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
But he did. Hey, you know what? I think Shoulder, the guy that Shoulder dude was the third person. The Shoulder guy You know, the guy that got us here, he was probably the third person. Now, why we don't know that? I don't know. Do we need to get our equipment?
Finally, we shall excavate tomorrow. Though first, I need to find some workmen to assist me.
All right. Wait, I should write this down. AR. We got AR. Let me write this down. Need to get a piece of paper. AR is on that one. And then we have this stone, which has an IWA or IAW, and then this other stone, which has CAW, right? Or CAZ. So we have CAZ, IAW, and AR. Okay. Just a bunch of random letters that we don't even know what they mean, but they exist. So, you know. Let's I think Mr. Shoulder was the third person. I'm just going out on a limb here.
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
Did you suspect her father was at the Barrow before you were told? Whoa, there's more people. Look at all these people. Holy cow.
Good day.
Hey up.
I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Hey, we got a knife.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
All right.
Thank you so much. Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the plough and furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago.
Rubbish!
William Bateman. Perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out.
Rubbish!
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Alright.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
Are you familiar with Hobb's Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind.
It's a Barrow. Name's Hobbs Barrow.
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him. Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick?
Aye, he employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Right.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye. He should have been here a good 2 hours ago.
That's a long
He's
time.
here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
Hey,
Can I interest you in a
pies.
pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
I don't have 2 pence.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house like?
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Mutton pies!
Ew.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Gross.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
A gander. Nice.
The box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting. Tins of corned beef. Ghastly. I'm not hungry. Not tempting. She is selling various herbs, some familiar looking, some not. She is selling...
Alright, well. We got a rotten apple. We got a rotten apple. So far we haven't had a huge issue. This to-do thing is really nice. And the map, the quick, Alright, I need some milk.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission before attempting to milk his goat.
We're just gonna keep asking.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
This is gonna be fun. Come on, goat. Give me some milk. I'm telling you, that goat is just chilling.
All right, we are doing this.
Oh man. What the hell? Well, that goat really doesn't want to be milked, apparently.
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Here, have the apple. That's gross.
I'm not going near that thing again. I'm not going near... I'm not going near...
I'm not willing to go near the goat again.
I'm not going near...
Okay, apparently, I'm afraid of the goat now. Oh, geez. It's true, you can, right there. Okay, I guess we're just gonna steal a bucket.
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
I guess we're just gonna steal the bucket, right? Here, let's cut the goat.
I'm not going near...
Let's cut the rope. Nope. Cut the... Maybe he would take some rancid milk residue. Maybe. I'm pretty sure she said fresh milk. I thought she said she wanted fresh milk. And it just says milk. It does just say milk.
I should ask Mr. Bryden if he could milk the goat for me.
Oh. Well, there you go. Okay.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
Yeah. See what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I know who I can talk to about that.
Ta-ra now.
All right. Because I'm a genius.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right?
What is it?
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it? Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead. Good day.
I like how when you're where you are supposed to be, it like you get like a flashback.